This is the first home game, preseason game for the Pittsburgh Steelers, meaning the crowd noise is going to be awfully loud, knowing that Tyrell Dotson, Balin Spector, and other middle linebackers seem to be struggling at communication. It needs to be extra on point this week at this away stadium when we know the noise level is going to be extra loud. Pittsburgh Steelers and Mike Tomlin are said to be playing the majority of their starters unless anyone that is a little bit nicked up and hurt. So we could see a lot of the starters and majority of all the starters being out there for the Steelers as well as the Buffalo Bills for the first quarter and a half of this game. But welcome to my channel, Bills News Consolidated. We need to diagnose the Bills versus Steelers, a preview of this game. Kenny Pickett to Pickens has been a real threat, even going back to last year. This is going to be iron sharpening iron. I've been saying it, right? Trey White, Dane Jackson, Kyer Elam, Christian Benford against Kenny Pickett and Pickens. I really like that matchup. I think that's just going to be absolutely huge. Najee Harris and the Pittsburgh Steelers. We all know what they're really trying to do is run the football. We got guys that we need to make sure can stop the run, right? We got to make sure that we can go out there, our run fits are sound, and that also means this middle linebacker is aligning things up properly, making sure this defensive line is lined up, and also filling the gaps that need to fill. What was said about all these middle linebackers so far for the Buffalo Bills, right? Compared to Tremaine Edmonds, they're a lot smaller in size. We don't know if they're going to be able to take on 300-pound offensive linemen, although last week versus the Colts, I think they showed that they can do that. Even Dorian Williams, it's not like they're getting blown off the football. So this is a huge test for the Buffalo Bills. And I think defensively for this middle linebacker, they got to deal with the crowd noise. The first home game for the Pittsburgh Steelers this preseason. They're going to be hyped up. Mike Tomlin specifically saying they want to showcase their physicality this game. This is what preseason and training camp is all about. Building that character, that identity. And we all know the Pittsburgh Steelers identity is based on physicality, being extremely physical. So this is a huge test for not only the defensive line, but our offensive line, including O'Cyrus Torrence, young rookie O'Cyrus Torrence, going against a little bit different of a scheme. Indianapolis Colts running that 4-3 defense, right? And now the Pittsburgh Steelers known to run that 3-4. So it's a little bit different. He's going to be facing a little bit bigger of a body up in there. And I think this is a great test for O'Cyrus Torrence to face different schemes, to face a very physical front in the Pittsburgh Steelers. Great pass rush all around, too. I'm really, really liking it. And also, you got to just keep in mind, like Gabe Davis, right? Last year, burning the Pittsburgh Steelers. Levi Wallace is still there. Mitch Trubisky is on the Pittsburgh Steelers, so we are going to be seeing some familiar faces. But I want to see more from Gabe Davis. I want to see more from this wide receiver crew. Like, we don't know what is going to happen here. Seavers getting in the race, right? Between Khalil Shakir, Justin Shorter. To me, it is still kind of like a toss-up. We really don't know how this is all going to unfold. Andy Isabella came in hot, ready to go, really, really outperforming things. And I think we are going to see Andy Isabella with the ones today get his opportunities with Josh Allen in this offense. So I want to see this offense just be ultra efficient. I want to see us run the football with James Cook. Looks like Damian Harris might play, might not play just to be safe, but Latavius Murray, Darrington Evans, I really think the Buffalo Bills need to go out, start running the football here. Tyler Matakevich was activated off PUP. He's going to be going against his former team in the Pittsburgh Steelers. So I do expect to see Tyler Matakevich out there as well. But this game, man, it's so important. It's going to be starters versus starters for at least the first quarter, it seems like. This is going to be a great overall test for Bills Mafia. I mean, Mike Tomlin, coach team, getting their guys ready. We know they're going to try to run the football. Kenny Pickett, year 2, developing, and he's also a running type quarterback. Great for a guy like Boogie Basham, Greg Rousseau, Shaq Lawson, Shane Ray, Leonard Floyd. Like, who's really going to step up at that defensive end position? Also in the interior, like Poona Ford, is DaQuan Jones going to be out there? Jordan Phillips, is he going to be out there? You know, we got to get these guys ready to go for this season. Dalton Kincaid really wasn't targeted too last week. We really utilized him in the run game. So maybe we try to utilize Dalton Kincaid, try to get him a little bit open here, get some catches under the belt for Dalton Kincaid going against a great Pittsburgh Steelers defense. You know, I think that's very, very important. But establish the run offensively. The Buffalo Bills need to stop the run defensively. And I want to see us protect Josh Allen. There's no reason for Josh Allen to get hit in this game. Starting offensive line with Deion Dawkins, Connor McGovern, Mitch Morris, Osiris Torrance, and then Spencer Brown. That leads us into the backup swing tackle on this team. And it's a ferocious battle right now because Brandon Shell retired this week. I mean, Brandon Shell did an excellent job versus the Colts. It's kind of shocking. So he definitely earned that swing backup right tackle spot. That's why he probably started there versus the Colts, and he ends up retiring. So who's going to fill in? Tommy Doyle. You know, he is said to be really fighting, a draft pick for the Buffalo Bills, really fighting there. Now, Kyle Van DeMark was the backup left tackle for the Buffalo Bills. So when Deion Dawkins went out after the second series, we had Kyle Van DeMark starting at left tackle. Way later in the game, he went in at right tackle, but really didn't perform the same as he was at left tackle. So that's something to key in on. Are we going to even give him reps at right tackle again? But really, Tommy Doyle is there. Richard Garage, another rookie draft pick for the Bills, really got snaps at left tackle last week. Didn't really get any snaps at right tackle, but maybe the Buffalo Bills opt to put Richard Garage over at right tackle. So Tommy Doyle, Garage. We know Ryan Bates could ultimately play that position, but I don't think that's ideal spot for him. And also DeMark. So I think we have some other guys there mixing in. Quessenberry's another veteran. I think we know what we have with Quessenberry. He played with us last year. So do we put him in at right tackle? I think Quessenberry was pushing Spencer Brown, honestly, last year. At times last year, I was like, maybe we should be starting Quessenberry instead of Brown. So he was doing a great job last year at that right tackle spot, but I think we still need to figure out, you know, what's going to happen on this offensive line. But I say we run the football offensively, match their physicality that Mike Tomlin said that he's going to bring, utilize play action, get the new faces involved with Trent Sherfield, Deontay Hardy, Khalil Shakir, Gabe Davis. Who's going to rise to the occasion? Andy Isabella. Even get Dalton Kincaid a pass or two, right? And then defensively just stop the run and don't allow Kenny Pickett to Pickens. We got to pick that apart, Bills Mafia. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit like, subscribe. Go Bills.